Hi, my name is Rahul. Today we are discussing about nutrition in animals. Introduction. You have learned in chapter 1 that plants prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. So you have learned that plants prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. But animals cannot. Animals get their food from plants. They get directly by eating plants or indirectly by eating animals that eats plant. Animal nutrition includes animal nutrient requirement, mode of intake of food in its utilization in the body. The components of food such as carbohydrates are complex substances, means they are hard substances. The components of food such as carbohydrates are complex substances. Complex means hard. These complex substances cannot be utilized as such, so they are broken down into similar substances. The broken down of complex components of food into simpler substances is called as digestion. Different ways of taking food. The mode of taking food into the various in different organisms, means different organisms have different kind of taking food. Bees and hummingbirds suck the nectar of plants. Infants of humans and many other animals feed on mother's milk. Snakes like pythons swallow the animals that they prey upon. See, this is an amazing fact. Starfish feeds on animals covered by hard shell of the calcium carbonates. Means it feeds on a animal is called in a hard shell called calcium carbonates. After opening the shell, the starfish pops up its stomach through the mouth to eat the soft animal. The stomach go back into the body and the food is slowly digested. Means it take his stomach through the mouth when he have to eat, and it will be go back, the stomach will go back into the body when it take the food, and it is slowly digested. Digestion in humans means the digestion process in human. See, digestion in humans. We take in food through the mouth, digest and utilize it. The unusual parts of the food is defecated. Means the unusual part will come outside from the body. The food passes through a continuous canal which begins at the buccal cavity and ends at the anus. Means it is a continuous canal. See, it is a continuous canal. See, from here, see here is buccal cavity. From here, cavity to the anus. This process is called, means a continuous canal. The canal can be divided into various compartments. Means there are parts when it comes from to where. See here, from buccal cavity to esophagus and to stomach. and the liver and give you the secret liver juice. Here is pancreatic gland. See, it gives to small intestine, and it will come from long intestine, and it come to rectum, and it will come to anus. See, these all parts. The food component gradually get digested as food travels through the various compartments. The inner walls of the stomach and the small intestine and the various glands associated with the canal such as salivary gland. Means it is associated with stomach and small intestine. The liver and pancreas secretes digestive juice. Means liver and pancreas give digestive juices. The digestive juices convert complex substance to the simple substance. Means complex substance means like this juice will be converted this complex substance to the simple substance like see like this it will convert complex substance. See, this is complex substance. It convert into simple substance. See, this is simple substance. The digestive juices converted complex substances into simple substances. The digestive tract and the associated glands together constitute the digestive system. Means the digestive tract which come from the food will come, and the associated glands means it will from the start ending to end. The mouth and buccal cavity means in our mouth. Food is taken into the body through the mouth. The process of taking food into the body is called ingestion. We chew the food with the teeth and break it down mechanically into small pieces, and there are four types of teeth. See, premolars, incisors. See, this is premolar, and this is incisors, and this is molars, and this is canine. See, there are four types of teeth. Effect of saliva on starch. Our mouth has salivary glands which secrete saliva. Means our mouth has salivary glands which produces saliva. See, for activity we do. Take two test tubes, label them A, and put 1 teaspoon of boiled rice. In the test tube B, 1 teaspoon of boiled rice after chewing it. Means after chewing it in the mouth for 3 to 5 minutes, and add the 3 to 4 ml of water in both test tubes. Now pour 2-3 drops of water iodine solution in each test tube and observe. The first become blue black, and in second not. The first will become blue black because the starch is present, and in when chewed in the second, not color in that color will not change. It shows that saliva break down the starch into sugar. The tongue is a fleshy muscular organ attached to the floor on the buccal cavity. It is a free at the front and can move in the all directions. Means it will move in the all direction and is free in the front. Do you know the function of tongue? How do you think? Do you know function of the tongue? Yes. We use our tongue for talking. Besides it, it mixes saliva with the food during chewing and helps in swallowing food. We also taste food with the tongue. Sweets and tooth decay. Means how will our teeth become soft or decay? Now we talk about that. Normally, bacteria are present in our mouth, but they are not harmful. Means every time bacteria will present in our mouth, but that it is not harmful. If we do not clean our teeth and mouth after eating, many harmful bacteria also begin to live and grow in it. Means if we do not brush the tooth cleanly, the many bacteria will come in our harmful bacteria will come in our teeth and grow. These bacteria break down the sugar present from the leftover food and release acid. It means it will eat food in the teeth. See, in teeth it will eat the leftover food and it will remain a acid. The acids gradually damage the this damage the gradually the acid will damage that part. That damaged part is called as tooth decay. How do you find taste buds? So this we will prepare an activity. Wait 1 minute. So activity. To finding taste buds by following the activity. Now we discuss about this activity. Prepare a separate sample of each sugar solution, common salt solution, lemon juice and bitter gourd solution. Blindfold one of your classmates and ask him her to take out the tongue and keep it in the straight and flat position. Means we have to put it in straight and flat position. Use a clean toothpick to put the above samples one by one on different areas of the tongue. Means use the toothpicks, it will be so clean. You mark that different areas of the tongue. Ask the classmate which areas of the tongue are sweet, salty, sugar and bitter, and in this tongue you ask that classmate which part will be sweet, salty, sugar and bitter. The food pipe. What do you know by food pipe means? Esophagus. See, the swallowed food passes into the food pipe. That is also called as esophagus. See, that is the which we eat. See, here is food. We swallowed, the food passes through a pipe. That pipe is called as esophagus. See, this is esophagus. The food pipe run along the neck and the chest. Means here is our neck and here will be chest. Means it runs in that part. Food is pushed down by movement of the wall of the food pipe. Means it will pushed by the wall of the food pipe. See, this is food pipe. The stomach. Yes. Now we will be talk about stomach. The stomach is a thick walled bag. Means it is like a thick wall. The inner lining of the stomach secretes mucus, hydrochloric acid and digestive juices. Means it will produce. The mucus protects the lining of the stomach, means it will protect when the stomach is lining. The acid kills many bacteria that enters along with food which we eat. Some bacteria will come that will kill by the acid which stomach produce, and makes food the medium in the stomach. Acid, stomach acid, and helps the digestive juices to act, means this meaning the acid kills many bacteria that enter along with the food and makes the medium in the stomach acid, means it will make equal and helps the digestive juices to act. The digestive juices break down the proteins into simpler substances, means it will broken down the complex substances into simple substances. So now we talk about small intestine. The small intestine is highly coiled and it is about 7.5 meters. See, it is 7.5 meters. The liver is a reddish brown gland situated in the upper part of the abdomen on the right side. It is the largest gland. The liver gland is the largest gland in the body. It secretes bile juice, means it produces bile juice that is stored in a sac, means it is stored in a sac called gallbladder, means it is stored in a gallbladder. It like in a sac. The pancreas is large creamed colored gland, means the pancreas is large creamed colored gland located just below the stomach, means here is stomach, it located below the stomach. The pancreatic juice acts on carbohydrates, fats and proteins into simpler form. It means it acts as to convert into simple form, complex form into simpler form. The materials like carbohydrates, fats and proteins into simpler form. The partly digested food now reaches the lower part of the small intestine, where the intestine juice completes the digestion of all components of the food, means the partly digested food now reaches the lower part of the small intestine, means up down, where all intestine juice completes which means the intestine will complete the digestion. The carbohydrates get broken into simple sugars such as glucose, means carbohydrates broken into simple sugars like glucose, fats into fatty acids and glycerol, and proteins into amino acids. Absorption in the small intestine. So how do we the digested food can now pass into the blood vessels in the wall of the intestine. This process is called absorption, means it can now process through blood vessels, means it will already digested, it is called as absorption. The inner walls of the small intestine have thousands of finger-like outgrowth. This is called as villi. Villi, see this picture. These are like finger. These are all called as villi. These take foods and passes into blood vessels. The villi increases the surface area of absorption of the digested food, means it is the absorption of digested food. The surface of the villi absorbs the digested food materials. The absorbed substances transported to the blood vessel, means I tell that it will transported to the blood vessel to the different organ of the body, means different organs of the body in our body, where they use it to build complex substances, means it used to build complex substances, that is called as assimilation. Now we talk about large intestine. The long intestine is wider and shorter than the small intestine. See, this is wrong. Here is small intestine. See, that is small intestine. Means it is wider, but it is shorter than small intestine. The small intestine is thinner but longer than a large intestine. It is about 1.5 meter in length. Means in length it is 1.5 meter. The remaining way in this large intestine helps the remaining waste passes into the rectum and remains there as semi-solid phases. This is called digestion. Means this process remaining semi-solid phases is called as digestion. Digestion in grass. Now we talk about digestion in grass-eating animals. Have you observed cow, buffaloes and other grass-eating animals chewing continuously even when they are not eating? Actually, they swallow the grass and store it in a part of the stomach called rumen. If there is a part in stomach, it will be stored. Here the part is here the parts digested and is called cud. The digested part is called as cud. The cud returns to the mouth. Means it will return to the mouth. This process is called as rumination. And this type of process in animals are called as ruminants. The grass is rich in cellulose, means it is type of a carbohydrate. Feeding and digesting amoeba. Amoeba is a microscopic single-celled organism found in pond water. Means mostly it is found in pond water. Amoeba has a cell membrane. Means it has a cell membrane, a rounded and densely nucleus and many small bubble-like vacuoles. Means it's all that amoeba have. Amoeba constantly changes its shape and position. Means it not be in a particular position. It will change its position, like one time this, like one time like this, one time like this. See, this amoeba will always constantly changing its shape and position. It pushes out one or more finger-like projection. Means it pushes one or more finger-like projection. Means this step finger. This step is called as pseudopodia. This is called as pseudopodia. Amoeba feeds on some microorganisms. Means it feeds on some microorganisms. So, now we have learned that the process of digestion of food, release of energy is the same in all animals. In later chapter, you will learn about the transport of food absorbed by the intestine to the various parts of the body. So now I will ask question. Human body takes food by the process known as. See, human body takes in food by the process known as ingestion. Digestion means the complex food become into simpler food. Second question. Which is the largest gland in the human body? I tell that one is the largest gland. Yes, that is liver. See, in digestive system of human body, water is mainly absorbed in which part? Yes, the answer is large intestine. Fourth question, and this is last question. Name the finger-like projection pushed out by amoeba to trap food. Means to trapping food, the amoeba will push out one finger-like projection. What is that? I tell in the end. So I tell in the end, na? Yes, that is Pseudopodia. See, this is first half. Thank you. Have a nice day. So please subscribe this channel. Thank you.